Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Siddharth Classes. Now we are going to discuss what is food processing. Everyone keeps hearing the word food processing in technology, food technology, but what exactly is food processing? So when we proceed towards the understanding of the term food processing, let me first tell you the difference between cooking and processing. What is cooking? Cooking is processing of food by heat. So processing of food by heat is known as food cooking. But what is processing? So as from the definition we can see that processing is a wider term, and processing has many ways of converting food from raw into processed form. There are two forms of foods. One is raw food and the other is processed food. So what is raw food? Raw foods are, as we discussed, the 5 foods, the categories of cereals, legumes, pulses, oilseeds, nuts, fruits and vegetables. As they are obtained from the nature, in the form they are obtained from the nature, they are known as raw foods. When the foods are converted into another form, they are known as processed foods, and processing can be done by various means, and there are various reasons to process food. So why do we process food? Now let us come to the topic. Why do we process food? Why process? So what are the advantages or what are the reasons for processing? There are four main reasons for processing. First reason to process food is normally to increase the form of food. And by form we mean to say the taste or the appeal of food. Form of food can be taste or appeal, that is how it looks. This is the main reason to process food. Second is to increase the shelf life of food. The shelf life of food. Shelf life of food means for how much duration you can keep the food fresh and in whatever condition it is while it is made. Third is to increase the nutrients or nutritional value. Fourth, to increase palatability. To increase the palatability of the food. What do you understand by palatability of the food? Palatability means you cannot eat certain foods in raw form. You can definitely eat certain fruits and vegetables in raw form. You can take milk in raw form. You can take many juices in raw form. But there are many foods that you cannot consume in raw form, like cereal grains, meat, fish, poultry. You can't have them in raw form. So there are many foods that need to be first processed in order to make them palatable. And the last one is to increase the convenience. To increase the convenience of the food. Now let us take one by one the examples for each one of them. Which are the foods that are processed to increase the form or taste or appeal of the food? For example, tomato juice. When tomato juice is processed, it gets converted into maybe ketchup or maybe chutney. So it is increasing the taste and appeal of the juice, which wasn't so delicious earlier. Second category is increasing the shelf life. Again, in case of shelf life, when we discuss about shelf life, milk shelf life is very, very poor. It's hardly 1 or 2 days is the shelf life of the fresh milk. But when you process it into curd or process it into cheese, the shelf life becomes higher. Similarly, when we talk about grape juice shelf life can be increased by converting it into wine, right? These are the examples where you increase the shelf life of the food by processing. There are other examples also related to increasing shelf life. For example, many fruits and vegetables are converted into jams, jellies, pickles, and marmalades, they are all forms of higher shelf life for the raw as compared to the raw food. For example, tomato juice can be converted into tomato puree, which has a higher shelf life. Or milk getting converted into milk powder. So these are processings to increase shelf life. The third category is to increase the nutritional value. How can we increase the nutritional value of the food? As we all know, mostly the food is losing the nutrients or losing the nutritional value when it is processed. Raw foods are always supposed to have higher nutrients as compared to the processed counterparts. That is why we are told to consume as much as raw fruits and vegetables in forms of salads, etc. But there are certain foods that increase in nutritional value after processing. What are the specific examples for that? This examples specifically for increasing the nutrition by processing is sprouting. Sprouting is also one kind of processing, and fermentation. These are two examples of increasing the nutritional value by processing. Then increase in palatability. Palatability we have already discussed. They have to convert into eatable form. Raw foods cannot be eaten most of the times. And last is to increase the convenience. What do you mean by increasing the convenience? Food eating has to be convenient. What does this mean? Suppose we want to have food and we want to have food from the flour that is kept at home or the grains that are kept at home. That is easier. Or if you just go and make a packet of Maggi, that is easier. So when we increase the convenience, when we can make some food in 2 to 5 minutes, that is for example in case of Maggi or any kind of food that is ready to eat. We all have heard of RTE foods these days. They are very, very popular, very, very easy to make and easy to consume. So ready to eat consists of foods like chips or biscuits or ready to make Maggi. All these products are the foods for convenience, and as we all know that today every person is short of time, everybody is running, everybody wants to have maximum benefit in minimum time. So this food becomes a very, very important segment of food processing. So that was all about food science, and now the next topic would be methods of food processing and how do we process foods by various means. So for the next class, kindly click my next video, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. And if you have any query related to my lecture, or if you want to have another topic that you want to know in detail, kindly send a message in the comment section. Thank you.